Hello. How you doing? Breaking news: Trump slapped Whoopi Goldberg with $100 million lawsuit as Whoopi got detained in court. Which I'm glad she getting detained in court, cause man, what kind of fucking person in her right mind would go after a small 4-year-old child and belittle him on live TV? And then what kind of audience will actually laugh about that? I'm sorry, but that is wrong. Whoopi, you deserve to be in jail. Watch the video, alright? And tell me how y'all think.
The questions, I watched that stupid View where you have these really dumb people.
That man has something to say to me. He saw a meme. You know who? Saw a meme that said I was leaving the country. People always see these crazy memes that I'm going to leave the country if he gets in.
You need to leave the
Somebody
country.
else thought I was leaving, was sending suggestions for people to take my place. Look, I'm not going anywhere.
Whoopi Goldberg just made the biggest mistake of her loudmouth career. She thought she could run her mouth without consequences, but oh boy, reality just hit her like a freight train. Now she's facing a situation so devastating, so humiliating, that even The View might not be able to spin it in her favor. What did she do? And why is Donald Trump about to make her regret everything? Buckle up, because this one's gonna be good.
And you know we can never go too long in this segment without featuring the work of the ladies of The View. Each and every episode showcases just how broken the hosts are, including the alpha female of the pack, Whoopi, who could not even bring herself to say Trump's name without spitting. Gross.
Like a poorly scripted sitcom gag, Whoopi physically spits on stage, as if saying Trump's name has poisoned her tongue. The saliva missile barely clears her own lap, splattering onto the table in front of her. The studio audience, programmed to cheer on command, hesitates. Even they seem unsure if this is some kind of performance art or if Whoopi has just lost all basic motor control.
Lost. She never had any control.
For The View to go next, when you've got hosts like Whoopi Goldberg spitting when she's speaking about Donald Trump. Look at this.
No, you can't refute anything with him because he just, when I say him, I mean...
He rambles.
Trump.
Oh, wow.
He tends to just...
But can I mention one thing? That's on the...
If you want to quit your job and work from home, flick this setting on your phone. My family laughed when I said I'd quit my job to work from my phone last month. But yesterday...
The ABC, of course, but what a class act. I mean, speaking about Donald Trump, you can't make this stuff up.
The internet, however, is not as easily impressed. Within seconds, the clip hits Twitter, because no one calls it X except Elon Musk, and social media erupts like Mount Vesuvius. Whoopi just spat on live TV because she heard Trump's name? These people have lost it. Does The View still count as a talk show? Or is it just a group therapy session for aging celebrities who miss being relevant?
A lot of the things that a lot of these candidates, because I'm looking at everybody, I'm looking at Vivek, I'm looking at RFK, right? I'm looking at Trump. I'm trying to hear what these people are saying because these are the candidates, right? I'm listening to Nikki Haley. I'm listening to all of them. I have not heard that. I've not seen any that he's gonna put us in camps. He said he was gonna do that. She said he said that. How does that even make sense? I don't know how they get away with this stuff.
The meme factories waste no time. GIFs of Whoopi's projectile spittle are spliced into scenes of The Exorcist and Titanic. One viral video superimposes Trump's face over that of Thanos, with Whoopi turning to dust after uttering his name. It's a goldmine of comedy at Whoopi's expense. Meanwhile, back on The View, the ladies are still in damage control mode. I mean, let's be real, Whoopi attempts, dabbing at her mouth like she just survived a ghost pepper challenge. That man's name just, it does something to me.
These guys are the true heroes. They stood and put their lives on the line for these lowlives, for Trump.
They lied under oath. Right.
Who lied under oath? What are you telling me?
Those two traitors behind you.
Excuse me?
Those two traitors behind you.
They lied under oath?
That's right.
What are you saying?
They're traitors.
They're traitors. You got. I don't know. I don't even know how to deal with you, my friend. I don't even know how to deal with you. They stood there. They didn't have to. And there were other ones in there who probably were in with them a little bit too, and they found a way to get around. Not these guys. They stood there and fought for us, for you.
Well, they weren't fighting for me.
No? Yeah, no, they fought for you, buddy. You're able to stand right here now. They are the true heroes.
Joy nods furiously, almost dislodging her wig. That's exactly what happened to me when I heard he might win again. I almost threw up. It's a natural reaction. Our bodies reject fascism. Somewhere in Mar-a-Lago, Trump sees the trending topic and does what he does best. Fires off a Truth Social post. Whoopi Goldberg, one of the most overrated people on television, some say ever, just spit on stage. Total disaster. I haven't seen someone this unhinged since Joy Behar's last plastic surgery consultation. Trump supporters pounce on the moment. This is what the left has become, one writes. Spitting like toddlers when they don't get their way. Whoopi just gave a live demonstration of what the entire Democratic Party looks like. And so, another day passes in the unintentional comedy show that is The View. Somewhere Whoopi sits in her dressing room reading the comments and wondering where it all went wrong. Meanwhile, Trump laughs all the way to the polls because if there's one thing that helps him more than anything, it's The View doing exactly what they just did.
I think she hates him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay, so we can all
That's a
agree on
given.
that. That's a given. I also think that she wants to take him out. She does not want to be the first lady anymore.
They agree with you.
She doesn't want to be the first lady. She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas. She doesn't want to decorate for Christmas. She doesn't want to have anything to do with him. She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she doesn't.
Yeah, how do you know all this?
Yeah,
You don't know all this.
I said allegedly.
That's why I say.
You won't believe how low Whoopi Goldberg and her crew have stooped this time. They didn't just go after Trump. They set their sights on anyone remotely connected to him, including Elon Musk, his young son, and White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt. But now, they're dealing with serious backlash. It all kicked off when Elon Musk stepped out with his son, X, a simple father-son moment any parent would appreciate, but leave it to The View to turn it into a spectacle. And Joy Behar? She went completely off the rails, launching a baseless attack on Caroline Leavitt.
How ironic that Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar and the rest of the ladies on The View spend their time calling Republicans the conspiracy theorists, but they have been wrong about everything they have said over the last couple of years.
The double standard couldn't be more obvious. When liberal women speak, they're praised and protected, but the moment a conservative woman dares to have her own opinion, she's torn apart. The same voices preaching equality and empowerment are often the quickest to crush anyone who doesn't fit their agenda. Instead of encouraging real debate, The View has become a platform for groupthink, where disagreement isn't challenged, it's shut down. This isn't about lifting women up, it's about deciding which women are acceptable. And if you're a conservative, expect a verbal beatdown on live TV, but leave it to Joy Behar, who's been clinging to that seat longer than she should, to take things to a whole new level. In a display of pure irony, she insisted that Leavitt's success in the Trump administration had nothing to do with talent, but everything to do with her beauty and looks.
Caroline Leavitt is the press secretary at the White House, doing a great job. Such a great job that the ladies of The View feel the green monster coming up.
Green monster. They're a bunch of dumb idiot bitches.
Survival game ever made. This is the aircraft carrier shelter you seized, previously owned by a small faction.
On them, they really don't like this woman. She's a good communicator, and so Joy Behar just offered her analysis on why Leavitt was picked for the role.
I think she's probably been put in there because, according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be
clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Okay, so that lady, the fake Republican on The View, she's kind of defending Caroline Leavitt here. She realizes Joy Behar has gone a little too far. What's Behar saying? She only got that job because she's hot. That actually isn't true. She's a very nice-looking lady.
Oh, the hypocrisy is juicier than a Thanksgiving turkey. The same folks who never shut up about women breaking barriers just reduced a seasoned political pro to nothing more than her looks.
Mm-hmm.
And let's talk about Joy Behar. Yeah, that Joy Behar. The human megaphone who cries, sexism, every time a Republican breathes but has no problem playing defense for Hollywood's most notorious creeps. Now she's acting like Caroline Leavitt didn't earn her stripes, just because she's too good looking. So what's she really saying? That Caroline flirted her way to the top? Had a little executive meeting with Trump in the Oval Office? Somebody pass Joy a mirror, because that level of irony could break glass.
You're young, you're 27. I didn't know you were the youngest ever in this job.
I didn't realize that until after the announcement came out, when the president officially named me and put out the statement, and I saw that on the news myself. So I suppose that's...
You were born to do it. How were you born to do it? Tell us about your background.
Sure.
So Whoopi Goldberg just put on the grossest performance daytime TV has ever seen. Like, even worse than The View's usual nonsense. While ranting about Trump, she let out a spit shower so dramatic it could have watered a small garden. Her co-hosts looked like they were about to file a workplace hazard complaint, but did Whoopi apologize? Nope. She just kept ranting like she hadn't just turned the studio into a splash zone. The clip exploded online, with people calling it the most disturbing thing to happen on television since CNN's ratings.
Well, the disturbing thing is they don't fire women on TV. That's the disturbing thing.
Caroline Leavitt wasn't about to let this spit-tastrophe slide. Instead of just roasting Whoopi on Twitter, she hit ABC with a lawsuit so hard their lawyers probably started sweating bullets. Unlike the usual weak targets Whoopi and Joy love to gang up on, Caroline's got receipts, and she's coming for them.
I would just say, this feels like it has a real chilling effect. Shout out to the Standards Department. Okay, Standards is always making sure that we are keeping the bar high and substantive and accurate. But what George Stephanopoulos said in that interview, it seems to hold up with what the judge said after the fact. And now his news organization and himself, George Stephanopoulos himself, is paying $1 million of his own money to the lawyers, and ABC $15 million. It's
attorney fees. Trump sued ABC News anchor George Stephanopoulos after an interview with Congresswoman Nancy Mace last March, where he claimed the anchor defamed him after Stephanopoulos repeatedly said that Trump was found liable for rape. The jury actually determined Trump was liable for sexual abuse, which has a distinct definition under New York state law.
ABC execs are sweating bullets, and The View is in full-blown panic mode. Why? Because Caroline Leavitt just dropped a legal nuke on them, and it's looking real bad. Defamation? Slander? She's got receipts, and she's coming for Joy Behar like a lawyered-up Terminator. The same network that screams, "Believe all women," just got caught treating a woman like disposable political trash. Oh, the irony. Execs are reportedly pacing the hallways, clutching their stress balls, and firing off panicked emails with subject lines like, "How screwed are we?" Meanwhile, advertisers are getting the ick. Some are already packing their bags faster than a contestant on The Bachelor who didn't get a rose. And let's be real, The View wasn't exactly crushing it in the ratings before this disaster.
There was.
Now, with sponsors bailing and viewers changing the channel faster than Whoopi Goldberg can roll her eyes, ABC might finally have to admit what we've all known for years. This show is circling the drain, and the flush is getting louder.
They likened President Trump to Hitler. They have mocked him. They have shamed him. They have lied about him consistently on their show. And it was a joy to watch them on November the 6th when they realized that tens of millions of Americans do not listen to the lies that they have spewed. These women are completely out of touch with reality. And you're right, ABC should wake up. They just paid $15 million to President Trump's future library. That's a great thing for the American people.
Joy Behar has spent years dodging accountability like it's a game of dodgeball. Only now, the ball is finally smacking her right in the face. Word on the street is that network execs aren't keeping her around out of love. They're just trying to figure out if she's worth the legal headaches. And spoiler alert, she's not. The backlash has been louder than Whoopi's side-eye, with political pundits, media critics, and even casual viewers roasting her for hypocrisy. Conservative outlets are having a field day, painting her as the queen of double standards. And the wildest part? Even folks who don't rock with Levitt are saying Behar crossed the line.
Welcome back to My View. I can tell you from personal experience, the mainstream media can be ruthless. So suiting up for a gladiator-like showdown every day in the press briefing room is not for the faint of heart. Luckily, Caroline Levitt does not scare easily. The youngest ever White House press secretary made it clear in her first month on the job that this administration is one of truth and facts, not media bias. And in her first sit-down interview since taking the post, she tells us how she's taken this job by the horns while balancing life as a new mom. Caroline Levitt, press secretary to the White House. Yes. First of all, did you ever imagine that you would be press secretary to such a dynamic president in such a time as this, where things are changing at rapid pace, and you're the youngest person to ever hold this?
Oh boy, The View has survived more drama than a telenovela marathon. But this mess? This is on a whole new level. And why? Because this time lawyers are involved. Yep, real ones. Not just Whoopi giving the side-eye. ABC execs are sweating bullets, scrambling to sweep this lawsuit under the rug before it turns into a full-blown disaster. But Caroline? Oh, she's not having it. She's on a mission to expose how The View treats conservative women like they're the last slice of pizza at a party, ignored and disrespected. And let's be real, ABC doesn't need more problems. Their ratings are already doing the limbo. How low can they go?
I'm hiring this bitch.
Did you share that little nugget with her? Or
I hired her. It was like so out of the box that somebody would do that. I'm telling you, this is the God's honest truth. That girl was working for me.
Oh, she really knows God. She was slapping in the face, man. Shut the hell up.
I hired her. I'll ask Elon Musk to say a few words, and we'll take some questions. Elon, go ahead.